Hello everyone. Welcome back to the series of interview questions from CodingHacks. In this video, we are going to cover Python interview questions. So without wasting much time, let's start with our question number 1. Can we dynamically load a module in Python? Dynamic loading is where we do not load a module till we need it. This is slow, but it lets us utilize the memory more efficiently. You can use import library module for this. This is a syntax by which you can dynamically load a module. Question number 2 is, how is memory managed in Python? Memory management in Python is handled by Python Memory Manager. The memory allocated by the manager is in a form of private heap space dedicated for Python. In mostly all the languages, there is a concept of garbage collection. So, Python has an inbuilt garbage collection to recycle the unused memory for the private heap space. Our next question is, define pickling and unpickling in Python. Pickling is the process of converting Python objects such as list, dictionary into a character stream. This is done using a module named pickle. And the process of retrieving the original Python objects from the stored string representation, which is the reverse of pickling method, this is called unpickling. Our next question is, what is scope in Python? Every object in Python functions within a scope. So, a scope is a block of code where an object in Python remains relevant. A few examples of scope are local scope, global scope, module level scope, as well as outermost scope. Question number 5 is, what are decorators in Python? Decorators in Python are essentially functions that add functionality to an existing function in Python without changing the structure of the function itself. This is represented by the @ and decorator name in Python. Below is the given example which you can refer to create a decorator. Let's move to the next question. What are list and tuple, and what is the key difference between the two? This is very important question. List and tuple both are sequence data types that can store a collection of objects in Python. There are two key differences between them. First is the representational difference. Lists are represented by square brackets, whereas tuples are represented by parentheses. The another difference is that list is mutable, whereas tuples are immutable objects. I hope you understand what is the difference between mutable and immutable. If you are not clear of the difference, please comment in the section below. Our 7th question is, what are the common built-in data types in Python? We have none type. It is used to represent the null value in Python. If we compare it with JavaScript, then we have a null type there whenever we want to create an empty object which has null value. then we used to give null as a value in JavaScript. But in Python, we use none instead of null. Likewise, another data types are sequence type, which includes list, tuple, range, string. Numeric type, which are integer, float, complex, boolean, which is represented by bool. Our question number 8 is, what is lambda in Python and why do we use it? Lambda is an anonymous function in Python that can accept any number of arguments. So, lambda functions can be used in two different ways. We can assign a lambda functions to a variable, as well as we can do the wrapping of the lambda functions inside our another function. Question number 9 is, what is pass statement in Python? In Python programming, the pass statement is a null statement. The difference between a comment and pass statement in Python is that while the interpreter ignores a comment entirely, pass is not ignored. However, nothing happens when the pass is executed. It results in no operation, that is NOP. Our question number 10th is, what is self in Python? Self is a keyword in Python used to define an instance or an object of a class. It helps in distinguishing between the methods and attributes of a class from its local variables. Next question is, how is Python thread safe? So, a Python ensures safe access to threads. It uses the GIL mutex to set synchronization. For example, many of the Python operators execute as atomic, such as calling the sort method on a list. Question number 12 is, what is PYTHONPATH in Python? PYTHONPATH is an environment variable which you can set to add additional directories where Python will look for modules and packages. Our next question is, how to check if string A is substring of string B? We can use the in operator. For example, if we are checking ABC in ABCDEFG, then it will return true, because using this in operator, it is going to check whether this ABC is included in the given statement or not. What is the difference between .py and .pyc files? While both files hold bytecode, PYC is the compiled version of a Python file. It has platform independent bytecode. Hence, we can execute it on any platform that supports the PYC format. Question number 15 is, how is Python different from Java? So there are some of the difference. That is, Java is bit faster than Python. Python mandates indentation, whereas Java needs braces. So we have to put our complete code in a set of braces in Java. Python is dynamically typed, whereas Java is statically typed. Python is quite simple and concise, whereas Java is verbose. The next question is, what is unit test in Python? So unit test is a testing framework of Python. For example, in the other languages such as React framework of JavaScript, we use Jest and Enzyme as the unit testing framework. But in Python, we can use unit test. Basically, unit testing means testing different components of software separately. Therefore, it is necessary to test each and every component properly. So for that, it is recommended to use a unit test framework to test or to check the quality or the coverage of any code in any language. Our question number 17 is, explain split function and join functions in JavaScript. It is always clear from the name that split is used to split a string based on the delimiter that is being provided. And whereas join, it is used to join a list of strings based on the delimiter. Question number 18 is, what is docstring in Java in Python? A docstring is a documentation string that we use to explain what a construct does. We place it as the first thing under a function, class, or a method to describe what it does. This is an example defined. We always declare a docstring using 3 sets of single or double quotes. Next question is, what are the tools that help to find bugs or perform static analysis? We have PyChecker, which is a static analysis tool that detects the bugs in Python source code. Also, we have Pylint, which is another tool that verifies whether the module meets the content standard or not. The next question is, what is note and in operator? Operators are functions that take 2 or more values and it returns the corresponding results. So we have is, not, and in as an operator. If we use is, then it is going to return true when the two operands are true. Whereas we are using not operator to return inverse of a boolean value. Usage of in is quite simple if we want to check that if some element is present in another statement or sequence. We have already seen one of the examples of in operator in our previous slides. Moving to the next question, which is, what are the built-in type does Python provides? There are two built-in types in Python. We have mutable built-in types as well as immutable. Mutable examples are list, sets, and dictionaries, whereas strings, tuples, as well as numbers, these are immutable built-in types. Moving to question number 22, which says, what is negative index in Python? This is very important question. Python sequences can be indexed in positive as well as negative numbers. For positive index, 0 is the first index and 1 is the second index and so on. But for the negative index, -1 is the last index and -2 is the second last index. The next question is, what is the difference between Xrange and range? Xrange returns the Xrange objects, while range returns list and uses the same memory no matter what the range size is. Question number 24th is, explain how can you generate random numbers in Python? To generate random number in Python, you need to import command such as import random or random.random function. This returns a random floating point number which is in the range of 0 to 1. Question number 25th is, explain what is Flask and its benefits. Flask is a web micro framework for Python. Flask is part of the micro framework, which means it will have little to no dependencies on external libraries. Question number 26 is, mention what is the difference between Django, Pyramid and Flask. As we studied, Flask is a micro framework primarily built for a small application. In Flask, you don't have to use any external libraries. These are ready to use. Whereas Pyramid is built for larger applications. No doubt, it provides flexibility and lets the developer use the right tools for their project. Likewise, we have Django, which can be used for larger application. It includes ORM. In the upcoming slides, we are going to see what is an ORM. Moving to the next question, explain what is Dogpile effect. How can you prevent this effect? Again, this is a very important question. Dogpile effect is referred to the event when cache expires and websites are hit by the multiple requests made by the client at the same time. This Dogpile effect can be prevented by using semaphore lock. In this lock system, when the value expires, first process acquires the lock and then starts generating a new value. Our next question is, what are the limitations of Python? As we are studying what is Python and what are its different features, it is always important to know about the limitations of any technology stack. There are certain limitations of Python, such as it has design restrictions. It is slower when compared to C, C++ or Java. Python is inefficient in mobile computing. Also, it consists of an underdeveloped database access layer. Our second last question is, what is the difference between instance, static and class methods? Instance methods, it accepts self parameter and relate to a specific instance of a class. Coming to the static methods, it make use of the static method decorator. If we talk about class methods, then it accept CLS parameter and it can modify the class itself. Our last question in the video is, what are ORMs and why do we use it in Python? ORMs are the object relational method mapping. So it is used to map data models to database tables. If we talk about other languages, we have Entity Framework in C# as well as Hibernates in Java. Likewise, we have SQL Alchemy in a Python, which has its own DR ORM. So that's all about the interview questions of Python in this video. Let me know in the comment section below how many questions are you aware about. Also, please mention which another video tutorial or other interview questions you want to learn. Thank you for listening.